What's up, everybody? My name is Kenny and I am in recovery from addiction, and I also live in a 5x8 cargo trailer that I converted over, and I have been for a little while now. It was a rough month last month. Me and my girl broke up, and it's been rough going through the transition from being with someone to not being with someone. And so I just have been doing the best I can. I started going to a lot more meetings and just, you know, staying close to the program. And because I know from my own experience in the past, every time I ran into some troubles like that, I know what I always used to do. You know, I used to want to forget about all this being alone shit and just go do what I wanted to do to feel better right then. You know, that instant gratification, you know, all that stuff that I am accustomed to, that I'm used to doing, right? So, but, you know, this time, you know, I'm not gonna bury that. I'm not gonna allow myself to stuff that trash can full, you know, down inside me, and get to a point to where that stuff just overflows, and you just can't take it no more, and you're just like so miserable, and you want to self-medicate, and you want to do this, and you want to do that, you know. But because that's one thing I've always done is anytime something would be going on in my head, or something bad would happen, you know, I would not talk about it with anybody. I would just kind of like stuff that shit down inside and like live in la la land or fantasy land in my head, and it's like try to block everything out, or I would like stay super freaking busy and just try not to think about it, you know, and then wonder why I'm miserable and wonder why I don't feel any better. Well, you know, stuffing that stuff down like that does not work, okay? I just want to let you know right now, it does not work, okay? Especially if you have a brain like mine, because that rat race, man, it goes and has a tendency to relive those things over and over and over if I do not work through it and get it out of me. So do I always do it like I should? Not really, but you know, I am doing better with it, you know. I will pick up the phone and call my sponsor and be like, hey, you know, I'm not, and sometimes I don't really want to, and I have to kind of like make myself do it, and sometimes I feel like anger or irritability coming up because I really don't want to let it go, because I want to wallow in that shit to avoid feeling other shit, you know. So sometimes it's hard because, you know, I can really get addicted to those kind of emotions and feeling that way and keeping myself down in the dumps and self-pity and all that stuff. I can become addicted to emotions to avoid other emotions, you know. I can be and it's just not easy. Well, it really is easy. Or no, let me rephrase. It's simple. It's simple little things that you do, and there's really no anything complicated about it. I just make it really complicated, you know, because, you know, I've been stuck in this like certain mindset, certain state of mind for a while, and it's been hard to actually allow myself to be free of it. It's like I don't know how to be free of it. It's almost like I'm addicted to like this little comfort zone that I've been in, and like other stuff. I haven't really been allowing myself to advance and move forward and do the things that I really want to do. And there is a lot of things that I want to do, right? But instead of actually doing them, I'm living in a fantasy world of them. I'm living in fantasy of doing them, right? Instead of actually doing them and actually enjoying them. And living in that fantasy has kept me from in reality. Okay, so if that makes any sense to you, I hope so. Because it makes a lot of sense to me, because that's what I've been doing. And it seems like I don't know how to stop doing it, because I did it in prison for 5 years. I lived in my memories. That's another thing. I'm addicted to like living in my memories. It's all a fantasy though, but all of that is what that does is keep me from dealing with my reality, right? It keeps me from living in the here and now and enjoying a journey that I'm trying to live. And it sucks because I want to be able to enjoy my journey that I'm trying to live right now, but also don't want to be in reality all the time either. So but I'm trying to slowly transition from doing all this stuff that I've been talking about, all this stuff, and do better. You know, I watched Trent and Allie on YouTube, and their channel's been inspiring to me. You know, they've done a lot. You know, anybody, you know, they built a van, like a camper van. You know, I like out of a Sprinter van. And then I traveled all over, you know, and did YouTube, and then like they end up like renovating a camper, and then and now they're like building a house. They got a baby on the way, and then like the video that I watched this morning, they were they went to like all these like news places, and they got on the news, and they wanted to, and they did interviews like and all that stuff on the news, and they told them about, you know, their life and what they've done, and you know, their adventure. I want an adventure like that, you know. I want to be able to do that, and I can do that, but I have to stop living in fantasy of it and start taking action to do it, right? So it's just not easy, guys. It's not easy to let go of the fantasy and live in reality. And I remember I used to do that as a kid too. Things were just crazy, right? And so like I would always like live in this fantasy world. Like, you know, I remember being in a go-kart, like acting like I was going down the long dirt road, but I was going on like an adventure. I was going like on this long road trip, you know, in my head, you know what I mean, to avoid anything that was coming at me, you know what I mean. But I can't do that no more. But it's scary. It's scary letting all that go and moving off into reality. And but it's possible, and I can do this, and y'all can do it too. And then so like for any newcomers, anybody that sees this, I don't care who sees this, you know, it's, you know, recovery is not easy, but it's very rewarding if you get in it and live it right and do it right and do what you're supposed to do. Do the work, be of service to other people. Go to meetings, hang out with people in recovery, go do things like the recovery campouts you've seen on this channel. And I hope y'all really enjoy this stuff. You know, the whole point of this is to show people, you know, hey, recovery from addiction is possible, and it can be better after addiction, okay? But you have to do the work. You have to get in there and do the work. Because it's like, I mean, you just get in a car, you really want to go somewhere, like you want to go to a friend's house, or you need to go to the store or something. Well, if you just get in the car and just sit in the driver's seat, you're not going to get nothing accomplished. But if you take the keys out, you stick it in the ignition, and hopefully you have a driver's license, and then back out of the driveway and drive to the store or your friend's house, you're going to get it accomplished, right? So same thing, you know, do what you need to do. So do the work, but the results ain't up to you. The results ain't up to you when they happen or how they happen. The results will happen when they're supposed to happen. It's almost like each time it's like everything leads up to, it's like you're being prepared for the next stage. You know, it's like you go through this, and like I said, each stage you're being prepared for the next one. And because we do have a purpose, but we can't deliver that purpose or live that purpose unless we're ready, unless we're prepared, right? So we have to be prepared to be able to do that. So anyway, I want to be giving a tour on here of my 5x8 trailer here soon, and because nobody on YouTube has seen it since I've gotten it done. So yeah, so we're gonna be doing that soon. So, but anyway, God bless y'all, man, and then I hope y'all have a good day. And I gotta get to work. Should have worked already. So I gotta get to work and start living my dream, right? Okay. Well, y'all have a good one. Much love, much peace. I'm out.